I'm Nick Alcock. I'm an attorney here in Phoenix, and we handle criminal cases at Alcock and Associates. I'd like to talk a little bit about how sentencing works for felony matters in Maricopa County. So if you've been convicted of a felony matter and you're looking at a range of possibilities, or you're looking at a sentence where you could possibly get a year, 2 years, 3 years of probation, what will happen is after you are finished in court saying that you're guilty and basically giving up your right to a trial, they'll send you over to pretrial services. And pretrial services is run by the probation department. The person who's going to be interviewing you is not the probation officer who would be assigned to your case, but just someone who works for probation. And the idea is they want to know, what is your state of mind? And do you accept responsibility for what it is that you've done? And so many people get in front of a judge and they accept a plea agreement. They say, yeah, I'm guilty and I did this. And then they go over to probation and they say, well, I only took this plea agreement because I wanted to get it over with and I just felt like wrapping it up. I'm really not guilty, but I signed it anyway. That really is probably the worst thing that you can do. I really strongly urge you to understand one thing. You can't tell a judge one thing and then go tell the probation something else. That's not going to work out for you. It's not something that is a very good strategy, because then the judge is going to ask, well, who are you lying to? Were you lying to the court, or were you lying to the probation department? And it just, the optics are all wrong for you. So if you are in a position where you are pleading guilty, you're pleading guilty because you are accepting responsibility. You are saying that you did it. And if you get in front of the probation department, obviously you can talk about the nuances of what occurred. You can talk about some of the things that led you to make some decisions, but you probably shouldn't say, well, I'm not guilty and I really didn't do this, but I took it because I was worried about going to prison for longer. I think it's any time that you take a deal, you need to have a long meeting with your attorney before you go to the probation department, before you say anything. And there are some ways to handle it. Obviously, we don't tell our clients what to say, but we tell them some things to avoid. People get confused, and sometimes they think, well, maybe it's better for me to minimize what my role is, and maybe they just sort of reflexively say, well, I really wasn't that involved in this thing. And unfortunately, the people at probation take a dim view of that, and their recommendation can really affect what the sentence will be. They don't get to determine what your sentence is, but the length of probation, your fines, whether or not sentences get run consecutively or concurrently at the same time, all those factors can be considered by the judge when they read that report from the probation department. So your sentencing is usually 30 days after your change of plea. The judge is going to get a copy of your pre-sentence report as written by the probation department. That recommendation's got a lot of weight. And I definitely urge you that if you have any questions about how to handle a sentencing in Maricopa County, give us a call. 602-989-5000. 602-989-5000 is our number. We're happy to walk you through the process, really help you understand some of the mistakes that you can make, some of the simple mistakes that can really drastically impact your life. Any felony case where you're looking at extensive time, really good idea to speak with an attorney before you go talk to the probation department. So thanks so much for watching. Appreciate it.